Hey guys, I'm John, the owner of LookWhatIFound.bid. We've got another amazing auction this week for you. We had a consignor drive all the way up from Tennessee. He brought up a lot of records, all kinds of great stuff. Gonna just do a walkthrough here and show you guys a little bit of what we got. First up, we've got this brand new XL beginner's drum kit. This is perfect, you know, for a young kid that's just wanting to play a little bit. Still got the plastic on the mallet down here. Comes with a cymbal, clean, brand new, has the snare stand with it too. Next up, we have got some original Art Deco period Cincinnati landmark linen postcards from the 1930s. These things are in mint condition. The scenes portrayed in the postcards, you've got the Union Terminal, Fountain Square, Chrome Conservatory, the Greyhound bus station, and Central Parkway when it was actually the Erie Canal. Really cool stuff in here. They're all framed and they've been, you know, kept in good condition for a really long time. We've got some knives and swords. They all come with their scabbards. Some are a little bit older, some are a little bit newer. Got to be careful with these things. Some really neat detail on these. Look What I Found is not responsible for any damages that are caused by swords purchased from our website. We've got this big Jugs instant screen. Baseball season's coming up, and these pop-up screens are perfect if you're getting batting practice, you know, soccer, any kinds of sports that you just want to have a pop-up screen in your backyard to test out and get some good practice. And these things are great, and they're very expensive when you buy them new. Some of the records that our consignor brought in. These things are sealed in the boxes. They're even marked Elektra and Columbia, so they're straight from the record companies. Each box has the number of how many are in it. So this one right here is the record that's in the box, and there's 18 of them, and they're all sealed. Pristine, nice variety of music. Next up, we've got a Sanyo CD and cassette tape boombox with the remote. Tested it out, works great. Now, all along the bottom here, you'll see we've got milk crates. They're all full of DJ records, and these are quality records too. These aren't just a bunch of classical music. It's not just a bunch of, you know, junk that you wouldn't listen to. A lot of it's 80s hip-hop rap, LL Cool J. Each one of these is just chock full with a lot of really good records. Def Jam records. Coming back here, we've got another boombox. This is a really nice Sony. This thing's in like new condition. It is a CD radio cassette quarter with the remote. You can see the remote here still has this little plastic bag, the manual and everything. This takes 3 CDs and it can rotate all of them. It's also been tested.
They deftly maneuver and muscle for rank. Fuel burning fast on it.
Really nice piece. We've got a really old sled up here, guys. 1940s era bent wood snow sled. This thing was made to last. Really nice quality. The Phillips screws does age it a little bit. Kind of gives you an idea. But this thing was made really well, really old. Shows some wear obviously, but being that old, that's going to be natural. Here we've got a vintage Apple see-through iMac. It does power on. You can see it powers on right here. We didn't get any video to come up or anything like that. But a really old, cool piece. You can see all the guts of it. Up here we've got some old pennants. These are like 1940s, 50s era college football pennants, Notre Dame and Princeton. More stereo equipment. We got a lot of it in this auction. This is a Fisher AV surround receiver. Power's on, very clean on the front. And the speakers underneath it are realistic PA 100 public address speaker system. These things are also really clean. Doesn't look like they've had a lot of use. The cabinets are clean. Really nice speakers. If you've been wanting to make a stereo system and get the whole setup at your house, this is the auction to do it, trust me. We have an Audiology record player. This thing's nice and compact. If you're in an apartment, you don't have a lot of space, you want a record player. That's the one you're going to want to get. The Samsung VCR and DVD player combo. Comes with a DVD even. Alright, this thing is really cool. This is a genuine metal shark sighting sign. We believe it would have hung at a beach. We've looked this thing over really closely. We can't find any kind of manufacturer date or anything like that. That's why we think it was probably made by a county or some type of city. But it is metal. Appears to be, somewhat vintage, has some wear to it. Just a cool thing you're not going to see every day. To go with the shark sign, we have some fishing poles. This one has got an Abu Garcia Ambassador reel with it. These things are not cheap. Both of these poles are pretty heavy duty. They're not just, your little cheap bass poles that you go find at Walmart. We've got a mid-century ceramic TV nightlight. This thing is really cool. Lights up, in very good condition. Then right in front of it here, we've got a couple old pennants. This Niagara Falls Canada Rainbow Bridge. It actually shimmers. Just a really cool pennant. And then here is Ohio pennant, Cedar Point, up on Lake Erie. Here we've got a Daytron 8-track stereo turntable. It's got the little light up in front here. We had a lot of 8-tracks sell in the previous auction. 60s, 70s music that did really well, so whoever won those, if you're watching, here's your 8-track player. We've got some KLH bookshelf speakers. We had some of these on a couple weeks ago. These are nice quality speakers, and they come with the mounting brackets still in the plastic. Right underneath them, we've got a vintage Pioneer computer controlled stereo receiver, model SX40. This thing just has a really neat vintage look to it. Up here we've got a regulator chime clock. Has the key with it. Here's a vintage Zenith cassette recorder, AM/FM stereo turntable. This thing is very clean. Alright, really cool piece over here. This is an antique RCA Radiola 17 tube radio. Solid wood cabinet. We've got it plugged in. As you can see, some of the tubes are starting to light up. Hasn't been tested further though. Right here is an antique painted glass advertising for Wheel Mulehead Ale. Now this Yingling Neon we had in our last video, we made a mistake. We didn't get it listed in the last auction like we had anticipated, but it will be in this auction show. Keep an eye out for that, guys. Now this piece right here is a Senkyo Stellar 2000 Pachinko machine. The graphics on this are just amazing. It powers on, lights up. There's a lot of different things, you know, moving and going in here. And there goes the Pachinko ball. Hasn't been fully tested, but appears to be working. Here we've got a late 1800s antique spinning wheel. It's old, but for its age, it's in really good condition. Now this sewing machine is not just a run-of-the-mill sewing machine. This is a rare Bartlett rotary sewing machine. We didn't plug in the light because we couldn't find a bulb to fit right in here. Still a very cool piece though. Comes with the top. And even if you're not into sewing, that might make a cool night light. The old luggage is coming back strong. This is a really nice old suitcase. If you're traveling soon, you know, want to stand out, kind of get people to notice you, this is the way to do it. Travel with style. Here we've got a 1950s Igloo aluminum cooler. And last but not least, a antique copper boiler. Guys, thank you for watching. There's going to be a lot more than just this in the auction, so make sure you check it out. It's going to end Sunday night, 7 o'clock, the local, and then the national ends at 8 p.m. Good luck and happy bidding.